Hello. Here we're going to demonstrate the pictures mode in LED Lab. This lets you compose any combination of objects, photographs, videos into a layered scene and animate those objects independently. So the preset scene list has a bouncing balls, it's got some simple lines moving, we've got a couple of different videos animating like so, different objects. Let's go back to the bouncing balls. So you can actually grab an object. Of course, there's a lot of them, it can be a little tricky. Let's grab that one. Now you can see I'm moving that one around, and then I can throw it. Let's create a new scene, new picture scene. So there's a blank scene, and we'll drag out a simple little object. There's the dog paw. You can pinch to rotate and scale it. You can move it around. Then, if we go over here and turn on touch velocity, like so, we can actually throw it. So I can move it and see it's bouncing back and forth. So we'll move it, and it defaults to just bouncing off the edges. We can control that down below. If we see stretch, size, zoom, this is the geometry view, we can animate the rotation. So we can turn it or we can animate it. So similar to the color wheel, you can animate the rotation. We can animate stretch and zoom, but here we have bounce, where we can change the bounce motion. So we have geometry, motion, and coloring are the primary menus for objects. For motion, we can change the bouncing and bounce from the center. So you notice it goes all the way to the center of the object, which actually gives you a little bit more room to play with, so we can move it around like so. Now let's drag out another object. This time let's do a photo. There's Saturn. And let's scale Saturn up a bit. And we can move that around a little bit too. So we have a little animated scene. You can see what it's doing on the LED array. We can color cycle. So let's pick the dog paw and go into coloring. And here we can play with recolor.
The big blue button.
There we go. So you can turn on coloration. We can cycle the color of it and then move it around. So that's the basics for animating objects in the pictures mode.